Mills, please, if you just listen.
Take care of yourself, Father. You always were good at that.
I'm in need of a strong set of legs, Traveler, and you look like one capable of protecting yourself. Will you aid an old Mer in one last task? I have an obligation to my family. No, a duty of utmost importance. But I have grown too feeble to fulfill it. If you would take this memory stone to the few places of significance in my life, I will pay you well. It allows one to archive memories for future generations. I hope to do this for my children, who have grown estranged. Invoke my stone at the locations I've marked on your map, and the memories I wish to archive will manifest. I thank you for your aid. Fewer than ever are willing to aid their elders in these troubled times. Now I suppose the distance with my children is my fault, not theirs. It is a rare gem. Once, long ago, Redguard warriors carried them into battle. One of the most famous was a sword singer in the First Age, Makeleleki. No historians will cherish my thoughts, certainly, but perhaps my children will come to, in time. I purchased it from my master, Drenham, a Telvanni mage of middling repute. I have served him for how long? Many, many years. For as long as I can remember. I will serve him until I die, no doubt. But that will not be long now. Ah, yes. Mills. My son has never really forgiven me for never being here for them. He's a stranger in my own home. No. If anything, it's the other way around. Even Naria has grown accustomed to my absence. Naria less than Mills, but both my children grew up largely on their own. My duties to Master Drenham consumed a great deal of my time. Mills especially grew up with Naria and no one else. He despises me, and I don't blame him. You'll know soon enough, as will they, I hope. I failed them as a father, but they are safe, aren't they? I kept them safe. I cannot travel with you, but I have attuned this stone to my soul. When you use it at the locations I've marked, it will summon echoes of things that once occurred there. The stone absorbs these echoes, allowing others to view them.
Do you make a habit of randomly accosting people while they fish? I don't see how that's any of your business. I've nothing to say to my father or those his Telvanni master employs. Whatever this is about, it's no concern of mine. My father managed to leave me out of his life. He can leave me out of his problems, too. You want to talk? My sister Naria works the stables. She tolerates my father's business better than I do.
My, you look like a well-traveled individual. If you're looking to give your mount a well-deserved rest, you've come to the right place. We know how to pamper a loyal Gwar in Balmora. My father? Oh no, has he taken a fall? Or did he ask you to do something for him? He's been declining of late, and I'm afraid he's not entirely in his right mind. Oh, Mills. He was so young when Mother passed. I've tried to explain that Father had to work to keep a roof over our heads, but it's been difficult. I raised Mills myself while Father was away, which was often. He's never forgiven Father for that. Oh, yes. Father is well regarded among the Telvanni masters, even though he's never aspired to be one himself. Master Drenim trusts him implicitly, and if you know anything about the Telvanni, that's impressive on its own. They don't trust easily. I'm afraid I don't know. All he's been able to tell me is that part of his contract with Master Drenim forbids him from disclosing any of the Master's business, even to his own children. Whatever he's doing, I'm certain it's important. I wish he didn't have to work so much. Master Drenim pays well, but sometimes I worry he will work Father to death. He's just so tired all the time. Even when he finds time away, Mills refuses to see him, and I know that hurts him dearly. I did for a bit, after Mother died. I didn't understand why Father couldn't be with us until I grew up and learned how hard it is to keep a family housed and fed. Now I appreciate all Father's sacrifices for us. I just wish Mills could see it. Gear. It's in remarkably good condition.
Yes, wonderful. I'll mark it down.
And here, another. Could this have fallen off the ruins?
Yes, that is peculiar.
Is something the matter, dear? You seem distracted today.
Oh, nothing's the matter. I'm nervous.
If anything attacks us,
I'm not nervous about an attack, Bravora. It's just... well, there's no good way to say this.
To say what?
Marry me?
Are you serious?
That's not the response I hoped for.
Gilan, of course I'll marry you. I love you. I just expected something more dramatic.
Well, I planned to propose at the falls, but today we didn't go to the falls. I had to improvise.
And this is why you've been so nervous.
Yes. Wait. Did you just agree to marry me?
Yes, Gilan. 12 times yes. My dear, distracted, adorable archivist, I will marry you.
That's wonderful!
Isn't it?
Oh, Bravora, you won't regret this. You are the stars to my sky.
Did you just come up with that?
Well, no. I've been saving it for the right time.
This place is fascinating. I wonder how long it's lain undisturbed.
It could be years, decades even.
I'd hoped to find more Dwemer relics, but I suppose the view is inspiring.
It certainly is.
Flatterer. You can see this view anywhere now, can't you?
And yet I never grow tired of looking.
Speaking of looking, we should start viewing larger homes.
What's wrong with our current home?
It's rather small, isn't it?
It's cozy. Just enough room for you and me.
And you don't see how that could become a problem?
No?
Well, you've done a lot more than look since we married, dear.
At houses? Wait. Bravora?
Yes?
You're pregnant?
That happens when one enjoys the view, doesn't it?
That's wonderful! I'm going to be a father!
Yes, dear. Yes, you are.
We need a new house with a real kitchen and a second bedroom. Perhaps even 3 bedrooms?
One step at a time, dear.
Open your eyes. Please, open your eyes.
Are they gone?
Yes. You fought them off.
Oh, good. Dying for nothing would have been embarrassing.
You're not going to die. I won't allow it.
That's ambitious of you.
I can mend more than a scraped knee. You'll see. Just don't move.
That feels better.
I told you. You're still bleeding. Just a little more.
Gilan,
I can save you. I will save you.
take care of the children. For me. Promise.
We'll take care of them together.
Promise me.
I will, I promise. But keep your eyes open.
I wish I could.
Bravora!
You've made these years so wonderful.
Bravora! Bravora!
Your wife signed a contract, Gilan. She did not complete it.
But she died.
And now the crystals she was to procure for me have been acquired by my rival.
I've lost the mother of my children.
Your failings are not my
We
problem.
don't have enough money to pay you back.
Then we will sell your house.
We can't do that. Master, please. My children.
May purchase their own dwelling with their own money.
Neri's only just turned 8, and Mills...
You would offer an alternative?
What can I offer you?
I understand you have some aptitude for magic. You will serve me.
But... my children...
will remain in your home so long as you do not violate our contract.
But who will raise them? When will I see them?
You will see them when I don't need you. Or would you rather see them in the street?
No, of course not. Thank you, Master Drenham. I will serve you.
You sign your contract today.
Spare a copper or two?
Were you able to recover my memories? It's important they understand. No, thank you. You've recovered everything I need to explain. Well, to talk with my children. I'm not sure my heart can endure any more of this. It feels like losing her all over again. Please, could you do this old man one last favor? Ask my children to come visit me? I feel like I can finally leave them with the answers I've never been able to provide. Tell Neria we need to talk about her mother. As for Mills, if he hesitates, tell him it's about the estate, his inheritance. Neria works at the stables. She's always been good with guar, something she inherited from her mother. Mills will likely be fishing on the canal for dinner. He's always kept them both fed. I'm so proud of both of them. I wish they understood.
Oh, you've returned to bother me again. I have nothing to say to that man. What is it about I don't want to talk about my father that you can't understand? I don't want his money any more than I want his apologies. Does that man really think he can buy me off after ignoring me my entire life? Leave me alone. If father needs someone to listen to his excuses, ask Neria to do it. Oh, you just don't give up, do you? Fine. I'll endure another few moments with my absentee father. For her. Just let me set aside the fish I've caught today first.
Can Dark Elves, Nords, and Argonians actually work together? If not, this alliance is doomed.
Back again? Father hasn't been an undue burden to you, I hope. My mother? Father rarely mentions her. I can tell how painful it is for him to recall her, even after all these years. I was young when she passed, but my memories are pleasant. Did he say what this is about? What did he have you doing? How odd. Father always was dabbling in magic. Often it seemed like he had time for little else, though I know he did it to take care of us. Still, I'd better check up on him. I imagine Mills wants nothing to do with this. I'll ensure he joins us. No one persuades Mills to do anything. I'm quite impressed. That will certainly save me a trip. I suppose I should head home straight away.
The master went upstairs to rest. He did not wish to be disturbed until you arrived.
Let's go, Mills. He's still your father.
He has an odd way of showing it.
Father? Mills has come to visit. Father? Father! Oh, Father. I suppose you are with Mother
Couldn't
at
resist
last.
disappointing me one last time. Good riddance.
If only I'd come sooner. Thank you. We all knew this was coming, but that doesn't make it any easier to bear. My father was a good man, even if Mills never got to see it. Why was he so obsessed with that stone? You said he had you store his memories inside it? I'm almost afraid to do so. What couldn't he just say to us all this time? Still, these were his last wishes. Thank you for making that possible.
What? A ghost?
Naria. Mills. I so regret not being there as you grew up. What I could never tell you is why my life was not my own.
Shh, Mills. I think this is a memory.
Soon, I'll be able to share the truth with you. Share everything with you. Thanks to the efforts of this kind traveler, I have archived my memories on this stone. I hope one day you will find it in your hearts to forgive me, and find the father and mother you never had. Here, I love you. I have always loved you. You've
What are you looking at? I'm not getting paid to look at your ugly mug. And watch your step. I just finished shoveling astride a dung pile the size of a Nick's ox. Wouldn't want to get any on your respectable personage. Do you honestly think dung just disappears on its own? Where do you think it goes? Are there magical dung mages walking around enchanting it away? Nope! I shovel it! They don't care much about the roads, but the cities stay clean.
I demand to see my brother. Lay hands upon me, and you will lose them. You there! The territory of the Red Exiles shouldn't be traveled lightly. Ashlanders once respected each other, helped one another. You'd think these were house wolves or tribunal dogs, the way they treated me. Speaking of the tribunal, you have the smell of dog about you. I wonder why that is. Lord Vivec, is it? And I thought all the tribunal cared about was building monuments to their own greatness. Nice to see that one of them cares about what's going on beyond their borders. Well, perhaps we can aid each other this day, Outlander. Ashlanders are nomads, but we gather at sacred sites to trade, confer, and pay homage to the past. Ald Ruhn is such a place. That's why Chodala invited the Red Exiles here. But these outcasts won't let me into their camp. I need to find my brother. My brother, Chodala, is the Ashkan of our tribe, and I am his ambassador. I act as a go-between among the tribes. Chodala wants to unite the Dunmer and calmly end the era of the bickering houses. He hopes to convince the tribes to follow his lead. Head into the Red Exiles camp and find my brother. Otherwise, see if you can find out what he was doing in there and where he's gone. Be wary of the outcasts. As you saw, they won't hesitate to attack without reason or provocation. No, just our tribe, the Urshilaku, though he's respected by most of the other Ashlanders for his wisdom and strength of will. He does hope to unite the tribes in a common cause, however. That's one of the reasons we've gathered here at Ald Ruhn. My brother and I have always worked to help our people and improve the Ashlander way of life. He used to believe that peaceful negotiation was the best path to accomplish this. Recently, however, things have become different. He's almost like... No, that's not something I'm ready to talk about with an outsider. Perhaps after you prove your trustworthiness and willingness to help us, then we can discuss my brother in more detail. Perhaps. That's not our goal, but the tribes will defend themselves if necessary. No, we hope to present a united front and show the houses the folly of the path they've embarked upon. Turning away from our forefathers and god ancestors has made them weak. The Red Exiles, they're violent, dangerous Ashlanders who were banished from their tribes and joined together to create their own clan. Chodala invited them to the gathering and went into their camp to talk, but he's been gone too long. I'm worried. As you saw, hostility is second nature to the Red Exiles. We're here to negotiate, but they're no better than thieves and murderers. If they spot you in their camp, you'll need to defend yourself. It's unfortunate, but they'll leave you no choice.
Did you see his new bow? That must have cost him.